Welcome to this edition of RNR with Rick and Ryan. I am Rick.
I am Ryan.
And this is our transition back to video reviews instead of just audio.
That's right. We're very pretty.
Yes.
We need to be seen.
We just finished watching Spider-Man Homecoming, and it was good.
Yes, it was good. We liked it.
It was a great mixture of action and comedy, and great. It was able to tie in some of the other Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. I'm glad that I didn't go back to the origin.
There's a problem with video. I'm going to interrupt right now. I have severe ADD, so I'm looking at everything that's going on. I'm listening to you, but I'm also kind of looking at the surroundings, and it's really showing up on video right now.
Well, you see this right here? This is the camera. Or this is the phone we're using for a camera. So you look at this. Look at everything that's going on inside this frame right here, and it will be okay. There's plenty to look at in here. You can look at me, you can look at you, you can look at the tree in the background there.
Okay.
Or you can even look above this area.
Look at the nose, so it looks like you're looking to the... Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yes, Dwight Schrute has taught me well.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's just I have severe ADD. I'm like, ooh, look, shit! You know, we can all leave this. We can leave all this in the video if you want.
Squirrel.
Literally, I have severe ADD.
It's okay. I mean, it's fine. Anyway.
I'm as blind as Anne Frank.
I have no response to that.
So you make that joke. No one really knows what that joke is except for me and the people who've seen Clerks 2. It's one of those jokes in the movie that reoccurs, but not many people have seen it. And when you make a stupid statement like that and they don't understand the reference, you make you a dumbass.
I've seen the movie. But
yeah, when's the last time you've seen it?
Probably when it was in theaters.
Okay. All right. Well, that being said, all right. Back to R&R.
Yes.
So you're talking about Homecoming. Kind of summarize what you just said. I kind of remember, but we should just try that again.
All right. It was a very good movie. It was able to tie in a lot of the previous Marvel Cinematic Universe films without being too redundant. I'm glad I didn't go back to the whole Spider-Man origin story because, to be honest, if you don't know how Spider-Man became Spider-Man, then you probably wouldn't be into the whole Spider-Man stuff anyway.
They've done the origin story twice now in the last 15, 16 years.
Kind of like the Superman origin story.
I was thinking more along the lines of Batman. Everyone knows the Waynes fucking die. You don't have to tell us every time.
Martha.
Don't trigger me.
But yeah, definitely check out this film if you have not, or if you have, see it again. It's worth a rewatch. I'll probably see it again.
Top 5. Definitely top 5.
Oh yeah,
MCU. It's enjoyable as hell. Tom Holland, the new Spider-Man, is quite entertaining. He kind of captures it. I have no idea because I don't read comic books. I only watch porn and stuff.
Need to diversify your.
Read jack-off magazines, you know.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have pictures in it, I don't read it. No, wait, that would be a comic book. Maybe I should re-look at these things. No, I just never read comic books as a kid. Mainly because my dad didn't like buying shit.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. Buying shit entails spending money, and a lot of people don't like to do that.
I don't know. I guess, I don't know, they just passed me. It just wasn't any of my interest. I liked the Batman movie, though. It was fun. Maybe I should have started after that.
Which Batman movie?
89 with Michael Keaton.
Oh, well, yeah. Speaking of which, Michael Keaton did a great job in this film.
Yeah, he didn't phone it in at all. It was pretty good. It was about this time last year we saw Ghostbusters, and a bunch of old actors were in that, and they didn't seem like they were much interested in being in it.
No. But if we were in their place, we really wouldn't be interested in being in that either.
You give me $1 million paycheck, I'm going to act my ass off. Every time. Show my tits.
Seems like we always go back to the 2016 Ghostbusters when we talk about just shitty movies.
Well, it's probably one of the shittiest movies I've ever seen in my life.
That's pretty bad. Back to Spider-Man: Homecoming.
Yes.
I can't really say anything negative about it. I mean, of course, there was a lot of things that just had to happen in the movie for it to progress the way it needed to. You know, a lot of lucky that was there, or lucky that happened, or it's very coincidental things that I don't know. What am I trying to say?
A common trope with the Spider-Man universe is that everyone fucking knows Spider-Man in every single way. You know, everyone is connected to Spider-Man in some way. Every villain has a connection. This one, spoilers. We're gonna do fucking spoilers. Spider-Man wants to do Vulture's daughter. Can't think of his actual name in the movie. I don't know the name of the actual Vulture guy, but turns out the chick he's into, her dad is the fucking Vulture.
I predicted that.
So did I, because, honestly, everyone knows everyone in the Spider-Man universe. Like, I am glad there wasn't an Osborn in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And there was not MJ. I mean, there is, but there isn't. Like, there's no Harry Osborn, there's no Norman Osborn, there's no sign of the Green Goblin, thank God.
I didn't even see a reference to Oscorp at all.
I mean, it might come on later, but God, thank friggin' God there is not. See, ADD.
There's a lot of people walking around, so,
I know, we aren't very professional.
It happens.
We aren't very good. I mean, doesn't matter. Yeah, there's no Osborns. It's just like, I don't know. What is it about the Green Goblin that just does nothing for me anymore? I didn't like the original Spider-Man, the 2002 version. I hated that movie, and that was actually a good performance by Willem Dafoe, but that was about the highlight of the movie. That movie was a pile of shit.
Yeah, I think we've seen the Green Goblin thing.
It's done. Did you see The Amazing Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
The remake movies with Pretty Boy, I can't even think of his name. The guy who was really good in that one movie we saw last year.
Oh, that guy. What are you talking about?
I don't know, the Mel Gibson war movie, the main actor, he played Spider-Man.
Oh, yes. Bunker Hill or
fuck, I don't know.
Blueberry Hill.
Yes. Hacksaw Ridge.
Yes.
Anyway, that fucker. He was Spider-Man, and he was just too pretty to be Spider-Man. He wasn't like a nerd.
He didn't have the awkward teenager thing.
He wasn't Tobey.
Yeah. Tobey did have that going for him.
Yes, he did. He still has it going for him. His name is Tobey. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Who would name their child Toby?
His parents, evidently.
I mean, I guess. I mean, who would curse their child with a name like Toby? That's a fucked up name.
It is a fucked up name.
Huh.
You know, it's a good thing we don't smoke weed before we do these videos. Because we might go off on a tangent like like we never do.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with going on a tangent, you gotta talk to each other, you gotta take the long road to a eventual conclusion, you gotta take a Game of Thrones where you branch. And you'll eventually get back to where you're supposed to be, but enjoy the journey. That dude's wearing pink.
Back to the review.
That's right, ADD is a terrible thing. Alright. Did you really find anything negative with the movie?
I can't really, negative. I can't. I'd have to see it again probably before I could really think of anything negative, which is good because since nothing just kind of pops off, nothing stands out as negative right now. And what about you?
Probably the best action scene in the movie. You've already seen it in the trailer, so if you haven't seen it, is the Staten Island
Ferry.
Staten Island Ferry.
We might be on that next week sometime.
We might be. We're gonna be on a ferry. No, that scene. Well, we're already spoilers, so fuck it.
Yeah.
The ship. The Staten Island Ferry scene is a really awesome scene. I liked it.
It is.
But, how it ends up, Spider-Man accidentally kind of splits the ship in half.
Like perfectly in half.
Perfectly in half.
Yeah.
I mean, there was perfect line. I mean, Tony Stark should have, congratulated him on that.
So I couldn't have done that with the...
if you're trying.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's split down in half. That thing's taking on water. People are getting swept into the water. And I will say another thing after this. The ship gets split in half, and it takes on water, and people are getting washed into the ocean. And when the whole scene is over, Iron Man saves the day. And no one died.
Yeah, Iron Man does tend to do that from time to time.
He's probably the best one. But the thing takes on water, and this thing's sinking. Even he couldn't have saved it the way it was sinking.
It should have.
It should have sank. Yeah. People should have died. But I was like, oh, no one died, thank God.
Yeah, like I said, things happened that just had to happen for the scene to work.
Yeah, people died, and Nacho, from not Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul.
Ah, yeah. That's where I knew it.
Yeah, that's Nacho. Nacho got hit by a car in that sequence.
He did,
and he was in the post-credit sequence.
Mm-hmm.
Nacho shouldn't have lived. Actually, Nacho died.
Yeah.
But the magic of movies, he lived, and he's gonna be probably the next villain too.
Yeah.
Scorpion. Spoilers.
Ah, yes.
Yes, he's Scorpion. So yeah, there's that.
And what's his name? The guy.
Melvin.
Huh?
Oh.
Anyway.
Bokeem Woodbine?
No. The guy that was trying to buy the guns.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Donald
Glover.
Yes.
He's going to be Lando, right? And then
he's going to be Lando.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And he's the Prowler. I'm very unfamiliar with the Prowler. I actually know the Scorpion for whatever reason. But who's Prowler?
I don't remember.
That's one of his aliases.
Well, he was trying to buy a gun to rob someone, so maybe he's a burglar and he goes by the Prowler.
Yeah. As you can tell, we do not really research anything.
Who needs research?
This is more along the lines of first impression reviews /
laziness.
Well, I guess guess laziness is one way to describe it. Like an administrative assistant's technically a secretary, but you got to put a fancy name behind it. So what you call lazy is I call improv.
Okay, I'll go with that. I'll go with that.
Yeah. So, we've really done a piss poor job reviewing this movie, talking about it. No, when we see good movies, our reviews are terrible. Because we liked it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
When we see a bad movie, man, we rip that shit to shreds.
Maybe we should just see maybe we should see bad movies from now on and just do reviews on those.
Alright, we saw Transformers, it sucked. No,
I didn't see Transformers.
I didn't see it either. I'm not wasting my movie on a bad movie. Or my money on a bad movie ever again. Intentionally.
No.
We knew Ghostbusters was going to be bad. Mm-hmm. But we had to make sure it was bad.
Mm-hmm.
And it was shit.
Yeah. Same with Independence Day Resurgence.
My god. Man, 2016 was just a roasted turd of bad movies.
Yeah.
Bad.
But on a brighter note, we're going to be in Atlantic City and New York next week for a bachelor party, and we will be possibly doing some live streaming on our channel.
Yes.
Just because I know nobody really cares, but it's fun, and we'll do it. So,
Fucking hungry.
I just had popcorn in the theater. I'm not hungry at all. That's my dinner.
Seems healthy.
Oh yeah.
Might go get a taco.
Nothing like pure carbs and a gallon of soda for a healthy meal.
I like Doritos.
Yeah. So to recap on the 4 or 5 things we actually said about the movie during this episode of RNR.
Yeah.
Good flick. Good action. Nice comedy.
Yeah.
Nothing over to the top.
Yeah. There wasn't too much Tony Stark.
Right.
It was definitely Spider-Man's movie. All right, recapping Spider-Man Homecoming. We liked it. I'm definitely about a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely a B plus to an A minus.
All right. What would you have to see in it to make it a 10?
Boobs.
Well, I don't think the MCU is gonna cross that line.
I mean, was it perfect? No, but was it as close as you're going to get to perfect, like an Iron Man? Yes. It's Iron Man level, and it was borderline almost a Iron Man sequel at some points because Happy Hogan was in it for a lot, and so was Tony Stark.
Yeah.
And fucking Pepper showed up at the end.
Right, I was not expecting that one. I thought they wrote her character out of the...
It would have been really nice if they did, but to be fair, she was on screen for a minute.
I wonder how much they had to pay her to be in that movie.
I don't know. She's getting some really bad press with Goop, and she's just an overall despicable person, so I imagine she didn't cost too much.
Yeah.
So, yeah, her image is really shitty right now, so maybe it's just, she needed a job. Fuck her. I don't want to talk about her.
Okay. I don't really have anything else to say about it.
It's really hard to say anything about it.
Watch the movie.
Yeah, go see it. They'll keep making more.
Yeah.
I mean, it made 120 million this weekend, so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it immensely. More than I actually thought it would. I went in expecting maybe a decent movie. It's getting good reviews, but it wound up being a lot better than I expected. I saw a really bad movie that had good reviews last week.
What?
Baby Driver.
Oh. I didn't see that.
Dog shit.
I don't even know. I've never even heard of the damn movie.
Well, the only reason I even gave it any attention was because Edgar Wright, the director of the Cornetto trilogy, made it. Do you know what the Cornetto trilogy is?
No.
Well, the Cornetto trilogy is Shaun of the Dead,
Okay.
Hot Fuzz,
Okay.
and At the World's End.
Mm.
Those movies are fabulous.
Oh yeah.
You can watch those back to back to back and have a strong argument which one's the best. So I went with it, like maybe it'll be a lot like those. Not really. I mean, the car driving scenes are pretty good, but they try to like put a story and shit in it. And, fuck all that.
Can't win them all, I guess.
No, not really.
As long as they don't try to tie the Marvel universe in with the Star Wars universe. I know they're both owned by the same company now.
Why would they?
I know they wouldn't, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because if they did that, people would spend money out their ass to see it just because of the mix-up, the
So
mashup.
you're saying we're gonna go see it, right?
We would definitely see it. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
But I'm just saying there's no need for that. Just
We're not going to.
I would rather see a Marvel DC mix up than anything else. I think that would be kind of interesting.
No thanks.
Maybe you get to see. I don't know where I was going with that, but I'm just saying it's just. Yeah.
So was this movie better than Wonder Woman?
No.
Good. I don't think so either.
No. It's gonna be hard to top Wonder Woman.
Well, Wonder Woman had its issues, but it's all right. There's a lot of things. I mean, there's a lot of small things going on there, but it doesn't matter. It was a very well constructed movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, right under Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
That's where I'd like to be.
Me too. Not to diminish Wonder Woman to a sexual object, of course.
But she's
but
highly
she's
attractive.
quite the looker.
Yes.
Alright, I guess with that being said,
Got like a 30-minute review. We
Yeah.
probably have like 3 solid minutes of actual review.
yeah, that's okay. Do that. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and say goodbye until next time. For RNR with Rick and Ryan, I'm Rick.
I'm Ron.
And we will talk to you, or see you,
The next
the next time.
1 week. Ish.
Yeah. Well, maybe. Well, yeah, a week from today. Okay.
Oh, we're going to see the apes?
I never saw the second one. So.
It's not very good. Some people like it, but it wasn't my... I like the first one. I didn't care for the second one. There's a hot air balloon.